Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the Football Flex, man. And it's time to have a guest on. Actually, you're the first guest, bro.
I'm honoured.
You're the first guest.
I'm honoured. Big up to you, though, for setting up a new channel. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Collab posts, I see it.
Yeah.
You're doing your thing. And hard worker. I love it.
You know what? A lot of your fans, it's just where I come and talk the real thing about all the other teams.
Oh, so we're getting the actual
it's like,
flex without delusion and bias.
No delusion, no bias. Okay. And a lot of your fans, to be fair, in the comments when I said about you winning the Premier League and Mo Salah signing his contract, a lot of Reds in there. Fair play, lad. That must have been hard for you. I'll be honest. Yep. But you know my thoughts.
Because he owns your club, Mo.
But the big news earlier on today is here we go for Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid, which has been confirmed today, and he's obviously put out a video saying that he is leaving after 20 years at the football club. From a Liverpool perspective, because that is what the Football Flex is about. It ain't just about me just rambling on. It's about getting the fans from other teams to actually give that lowdown, and obviously I'll give my opinion. Thoughts on that? Because I feel like it's still very frosty and everyone's pissed off at him. Well, it feels like that anyway.
Yeah. Well, listen, with this one, let's see how time heals this wound. Let's see, because football can change in 3 or 4 or 5 years. You know, football might change, but going off what's happened in the past, I don't think it will. My opinion on it is I'm disappointed that he himself, not what I think, I'm disappointed that as a Scouser, as someone who's second in line to be captain, as someone who could potentially overtake Man United next season as a Scouser, I'm disappointed that he doesn't feel like this is the club where he can fulfill his dreams. Yes, he's already fulfilled them with Liverpool in terms of, you know, winning every trophy there is to win. But I look back at like Gary Neville, for example, right? Yes, not on the same technical level as Trent, but still, in my opinion, top 2, top 3 right backs that have ever played the game. He won how many titles? 13 titles with Manchester. Was it 13 he won?
It's 13 Premier League titles.
I mean,
might be a little bit less.
Listen, I'm not saying Trent could get to 13 himself or 14 himself. What I'm saying is, I'm just disappointed that he doesn't feel like Liverpool is the club that he can finish his career at. Listen, any football player in any position, no matter what city they're from, no matter what decade or generation they played football in, will always be attracted to Real Madrid if they call the phone. But the disappointment I have, Flex, is the way it's been handled. Yes, he's not come out and said anything. He thinks that that's the best way to have done it. And to be honest, it was a lose-lose. Whatever time you come out and say you're leaving, it's a lose-lose. No one's going to respect it, right? But it's all been like cloak and daggers behind. I remember when we beat Arsenal in the FA Cup last year, Fabrizio put a statement out straight away saying talks have begun. We kind of brushed them aside. We've got bigger things to worry about at the minute. But this has been going on for a very long time, and we've been kept in the dark about it. And it's typical Madrid, bully boys. Yeah, behind closed doors, little mafia thing.
Big Liverpool, man.
I know, but we're the only team that will get bullied by them.
Like you guys are.
No one else can bully us apart from them.
Listen,
in Europe.
Well, but I think that's what you need to wake up to.
Let's not pretend like we're not rivals.
Madrid come and take players off. They've been doing it for years. At United, they took Ronaldo, they took Beckham, they took Van Nistelrooy. Like, this is what they do. They go and get the best of the best. They're Real Madrid. They're probably the only club in Europe that can do that. For me, I have, on a serious note, because obviously the banter, I like it, you lot are angry. But when we break it down, I am shocked at the feeling that Trent's like snaked you lot. That's the bit that I don't understand. And I know people, Liverpool fans, are rightly so to say, listen, you're a United fan, mate. Like you and everybody else, you won't get it. But I'm trying to be like, I feel like I expected better from some Liverpool fans when it's like, nah. I know you was touching on like maybe you shouldn't play a game again.
But you said you can't relate to them because you're not a Liverpool fan.
But I feel like, but I still feel like you're wrong. I'm trying to put myself in your position to be like, what would I be like if that was a Man United player? If that was Ryan Giggs who's come through the academy. I know you can say he's Welsh, but he's come through the academy. Or if it was Gary Neville. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know it's not the same, but in terms of the technical level of player, but in terms of being a right back, coming through the system, local lad, achieving everything. If this was my right back, even now, and he'd given me 2 Premier Leagues, a Champions League, an FA Cup, a Carabao Cup, a Club World Cup, over 200 and something appearances.
350
appearances. And I just feel like you guys are trying to run his career for him. Like, he shouldn't. Well, why does he want to go there?
No, you're getting
There's
it wrong.
more to life.
We're
than
not
Liverpool.
trying to run his career. We're just sad and disappointed that he doesn't want what we want as well.
That bit, but that bit's fine. But I feel like it's
We're like,
over that
why
to
would you not want to
why
stay
is he
at
doing
Liverpool?
that? Because you didn't get the money for him. He's done it in the wrong way. I think he's kept quiet. He hasn't been. He's done his job. He's played at a high level. He's won trophies. I think he's done everything. He's fulfilled his contract. Like, you could have got 20 million in January, but you're in the title race. He didn't make it all about him putting up anything cryptic, or I just think he just
Flex,
kept them and played.
he's not thought about Liverpool Football Club once in these behind closed doors negotiations,
How
verbal
is he not?
agreements.
How?
He's not, because if he did, then he would have said, look, I can't leave for free. You've got to give us some money. You've got to pay the club what I'm... But because Real Madrid work how they work, he was
he ain't
backed
gonna get
into
his
a
move.
corner. Well, okay, so he's thinking about himself then. And
But
not
what's
the club.
wrong with that, though?
Because if you've
wrong
been
with
at the
that?
club for 20 years, you should have a bit more respect for the... Because it's not just what Trent's done for Liverpool, it's
harsh.
what
This is
Liverpool's
the
done
bit
for Trent.
This is the bit, but it's a two-way thing, AGT, man. These players, right? They train every day. He's born and raised in Liverpool. Born and raised in Liverpool. He wants to make it as a footballer, playing for Liverpool Football Club. He's done that. Like, all of like Matisse said it earlier on the show. I thought it was a really good point. When you've come close to winning them titles and the heartache and stuff, he's been there. That elation of you seeing your first Liverpool title as yourself, like, because you're young and that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, not
you
that
weren't
young.
there in the 70s and the 80s when you was dominating. Like, with your eyes, you've seen your team lift two Premier League trophies. He was there. He's done it. Like, he's been part of that.
But
And I
he's
just
also
feel like you're
played against
discarding
the
that a bit.
team called Real Madrid that we've lost 2 Champions League finals
Yeah, but that's
against.
football,
We play
bro.
them every year, and he's going there.
Man, you smashed them. You smashed
hang
them
on.
this year.
It's not a surprise that
Didn't
a
he play when you
footballer-
smashed them?
No, it was Conor Bradley.
Oh, fuck it up.
Number 84.
That's what I mean, man. Like, you
Put
got your ready-made
Mbappe on the
replacement.
floor.
There you go. You got Conor Bradley. Let
But
him
it's
go.
not
and-
a surprise that a footballer wants to play for Real Madrid. There is no surprise about that.
But you lot are acting like it
It's-
is.
No, but bro, the surprising thing that I saw last summer was him happily signing Real Madrid shirts. That told me then what was coming. And we're not surprised by the news today. We're maybe a bit taken aback at the timing of it, because now it's like, well, what do you do for the next 3 games? Do you play him? You asked, is he on the bus? What reception does he get? And I can tell you now, yes, obviously there's a massive emotional reaction to this story. Yes. On Sunday, once things have calmed down a little bit and we play against Arsenal at Anfield, I mean, if I was Arne Slot, which I'm obviously not, I'd play Conor Bradley to focus all the attention on the man who's going to replace Trent.
But don't you think that's a lack of respect? He's come out.
not a lack
And
of
also,
respect.
even the way you guys said I remember you last week saying, here's how I want this to go. We win the league on this day. We have our celebrations. And a few things later, he says it. He's done that as well. Like, what more do you want
And it goes back
from
to
the
what
guy?
I just said. It's a lose-lose situation. He can't win at all. Trent can't win in any
that's what it is.
situation.
And I'm
in this
struggling with
situation,
that.
bro.
I'm just like-
but I don't expect you to understand it and grasp what I'm telling you. But there's ways of doing it, right? It hasn't been done in the right way before. We've almost had to bow down to what he has controlled in terms of, I'm not speaking, I'll do it when the time is right. He feels that
But that's
today
his
is the
career.
time
That's
is right.
he's his
And we
right.
respect that.
Same
But
Salah did. Salah didn't speak all year until he decided.
yes, he did. Him and Virgil spoke a lot.
No, but they were saying
Putting pressure on the
No,
club.
but it was still like nothing yet. Haven't received anything. Don't know. Putting up cryptic things. Listen, Mo Salah was scoring. I just think there's a bit of a different treatment. This is why I'm surprised. There's a different treatment between Mo Salah because the end outcome was that he was going to stay versus one of your own who's not.
Loyalty.
Mo Salah's still scoring, still doing everything. Liverpool top of the league. Last time I checked, Trent playing well. Only had one bad game really against Dalot where he was shit in that game. Other than that, super high, numbers, doing what he's doing, being professional. But the narrative that, King Mo, it's all right, like he can posting up pictures, cryptic what does that mean? Is he going? It's just Mo, he's having fun. Van Dijk saying,
Mo and
ain't
Virgil
heard
will
nothing.
always stay in, bro.
But that's right,
Trent was
but that's
the
why
only
I'm
one
saying
that
he's
we
getting a
thought
hard
this guy
bargain,
isn't gonna
even though he's
stay.
one of your own.
I know, but
I thought you would have given him a bit of a
we're
ply,
hurt
like
and
just.
we're disappointed that he feels that he can't fulfill the rest of his career at Liverpool.
But he said, I'm not looking for nothing better. I'm a Liverpool fan. I love Liverpool. This is just something for me. Why can't you guys just go, this is for him, it's his
but
career.
you can't tell us how to feel and how to treat him and how to react to it.
I
We
think
feel
you should
how
still,
we feel and we can't change it.
that's true, but I do think it's wrong when, and you're not doing that potentially, well, no, you're not. But when I see people like doing the tweets about him saying he's a Judas and he's a this and he's that, I think that is, I think that shows a lack of class and respect from the fans. I really do. I think if you use those words to describe Trent, I think that's then crossing the line from the disappointment that he doesn't want to carry on with you to actually showing a guy who's given you everything in the time he's here, and you've experienced amazing highs and some lows and heartbreak.
Loads of lows
and heartbreaks. You're not giving him the respect I think he has earned. He's earned respect with what he's done.
It's not about the respect. I told you all the accolades that he's got at Liverpool. We respect everything he's done at Liverpool Football Club. But he's going to leave Liverpool Football Club, and it always comes down to this, to end it off.
Yeah.
And it's very simple to understand, and you can get it, Abby can get it, Matisse can get it. We love our club so much.
Yeah.
We know how lucky they are to play for all of our clubs. They get paid a fortune. They're adored all around the world. If he doesn't want to play for our football club, you must go.
Of course, but he is.
You must go, but he doesn't want to play for us anymore.
Yeah.
So
he is leaving, though. He is.
Exactly. So off you go. See you later.
Wow, there you go, man. I tried. I've also tried to think from a Liverpool fan perspective, which I'm going to get pushed back to say, mate, you're a United fan, you're never going to get it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Are Liverpool fans disrespecting Trent? Are they being too hasty? Or Liverpool fans watching and neutrals, is AGT and most of the Liverpool fans who are pissed off at Trent, are they right? Should he have made sure he secured money for the club long term? Should he have got a big transfer fee? Should he have communicated this more? For me, I think they're going overboard and it's turning into a bit of disrespect. But
sorry, is this United view or I thought this was football?
This is my neutral take on it. I saw Fabrizio Romano talking about it. It's a big.
And if you want to hear in-depth, breaking, reactive content,
you know where to go, man.
Then obviously the COP TV, we did an hour on this as it broke. The first Liverpool channel in the world to
Doyle and
go
AGT
live.
slagging him off for an hour.
Doyle started off saying, "Big him up, man. Good luck. Send him with love and grace." And in the end, he was volleying his little figurine across the room, which is now broken.
That is, and that's what I'm.
That's coming out of his wages.
Now Doyle, I loved Doyle. You let yourself down, lad.
Is he here?
He is here. Yeah.
He's in the next room.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. Smash the like.
There he is. There he is.
Yeah, there you go. He's there. You let yourself down, Doyle, man.
Get in here, lad.
I'm hearing you smashing these Trent's thing. You're volleying it. You
got to come here because this isn't.
Yeah, it's not. It's just this one. Wait.
Jump on this one.
Go on that one, Doyle. This is gone.
Like he's a Scouser.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Neutral channel.
You're not a Scouser, lad.
Neutral channel.
You're not a Scouser.
Yeah, I'm just giving my 10 pence. I just think you guys are being disrespectful.
Right. So do you not think that Trent's been disrespectful to the fans?
Nah.
Why?
I don't think he has, because he's kept himself quiet. He's performed at a high level. He's honoured his badge. He's honoured his contract. And he's given you, and I know you're an emotional guy, he's given you some of the best times as a Liverpool fan you will ever see. And the fact that I think what you're doing as fans, which we all do it. Oh, he's not in the camera.
Yeah,
come on that side. Come in the middle. Come in the middle.
Stand here.
Yeah, stand in the middle. What I think you guys are doing, which you're not realising because you're emotional, I get it. I think you're trying to police his career. I think you're trying to say, well, why doesn't he want to stay with us? Why does he want this? He's clearly said, this is just for me. I love this football club. I'm a fan. I will always be a fan. I just want something different for my career.
None of us own Trent. We're not trying to police it. We're hurt. Our feelings are hurt by a Scouser that wants to leave us when we love him. Liverpool prop players up, and that's what we've done since the entire history. You look at players like Coutinho, who left Liverpool. The reason why he was so good at us is because we celebrated him and we supported him through all his mistakes and his flaws and whatever else it was, and it gave him confidence to be the player that he is. And we did that with Trent for the last 20 years. We've selected him and went, you're the special kid for our team, and we've propped him up and we've made him into the player he is.
And he's delivered on that, though.
Absolutely, and there's no one can ever take away what he's done for Liverpool, and no one ever will. He is a legend in that respect, right, for the Eras Premier Leagues. But I'm still, in the same breath, allowed to be hurt by him not wanting to play for me anymore.
Agreed.
He's my brethren. I'm a Scouser. I want him to want to play for me,
this
lad.
Is great.
So I'm in pain for it. But I'm still allowed to not be happy about him leaving. I get it. On a personal note. Personal note, I get
different.
it. Right.
You weren't doing this.
Listen, on a personal note, I understand, right? I'm a Scouser. I lived in Liverpool all my life. It's grey and miserable there, right? In Spain. I know, I don't live there now. In Spain, yeah? You go out there, you'll play with some of the best players in the world. I totally understand it all. But as fans, we're allowed to be hurt by his actions for the last 2 years.
Wants to play for Madrid.
For the last 2 years, bro, he's been talking to them behind our back, essentially, right? And that hurts our feelings, and it would if it was anybody. If your missus, if you had the beard and she was talking to some next man behind your back, you'd be like, babe, I love you. What
absolutely.
The hell? You know what I mean?
But so you don't think anyone at FSG, anyone at Liverpool knew Trent was talking to?
Absolutely they did, and I also I think they absolutely taught. Yeah,
but there you go.
And I also think
it's not behind your backs, then, is it? You're not supposed to play out. But that's what I'm saying about fans. What we keep doing as fans, and it's kind of our fault. We keep. I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. It's his career. He doesn't want to stay there,
and we're allowed to be sad about it, though, as well.
But the bit you're saying, I agree. But when I'm saying, which is what I did say, I said, that bit, fine. Even on Diasha, I said, the being hurt and disappointed that he doesn't want to stay here, fine. But when I'm seeing people calling him a Judas, people calling him a traitor, he's a this, he's a that, and when he's the venom that I hear some Liverpool fans talk, I'm like, this a cut. I associate Liverpool fan base and Scousers 100%. Passionate, respectful people that stick up for their own. So when I see like some of the comments, which it's not all you guys, but some of the treatment and words that have been used towards Trent, I'm like, that doesn't resemble the fan base I assume that Liverpool fans are.
Just because you're a football fan doesn't mean you're emotionally regulated, brother.
Oh,
there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to regulate their emotions, right? And they're feeling a visceral reaction right now. So that's what you're seeing. If you're burning shirts and saying all kinds of mad stuff, then you're well too far. That is just madness. What are you doing? He's delivered all kinds for us. But you are allowed to be disappointed. You're allowed to be sad in what he's doing, his decision. And he'll understand that. He's a 26-year-old lad that's made a very difficult decision with his own life. And none of us are in charge of him without a shadow of a doubt, but we are in charge of how we react. And I'm sad, I'm gutted that a Scouser wants to leave us because I want to support him, and I'm gutted that he's a generational player and he's going to go and play for a European rival of ours. Of course I am. But yeah, go Trent. Go there and do your thing, lad. Adios, amigo.
I knew Doyle would bring some reason. You know.
I've just come back from training, so I look like a smackhead right now. But here we are. I just had to put my 2 pence in. I heard him say, "Doyle, I'm disappointed," so I had to put it in there.
Because he just said, he didn't tell me he said all that. He just said, "Should have seen Doyle booting the figurine around the."
No one boos Trent. No one gets on his back. No one does anything like that. You just wait until he leaves and we move on because we're Liverpool FC. Remember when everyone said, "Klopp, when he's gone, you're gonna be finished, lad. We're gonna be dead." And we've just won the league, and we'll do it again without Trent. So don't worry. Hey, just.
And I'm not saying that now he's leaving as well. I've learnt my lesson on that.
In a bit, the boys.
Nice one. Right, there you go. Smash a like on the video. Check out Cop TV for the full reaction from the boys as well. We're out of it. Take care. Peace.